Oh, Aoki. Ling ling, ring ring, ring ring, ring ring ring, ling ling, ring ring ring. Aoki. Now, let me take my time. Yo, this has been going on since the beginning of time, yo. You think this girl don't know what she doing? Like, look, first of all, why is that her titty or her rib? But you know what? They're on the beach. Who cares, right? But whatchamacallit? First of all, look at who her father is and look at who her mother is. When you're famous and wealthy, like families are for regular people. When you're famous and wealthy, like your family isn't a family. Your family is like a prop. You know what I'm saying? Your loved ones and your family members, they're props. You know what I'm saying? And everyone is keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? Like, families are for regular people. Let regular people start a family and send them to college. All right, get ready for retirement. Yeah, no. First of all, look at her father and look at her mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should tell you everything. That should tell you everything. For those who don't know, her father is Russell Simmons, legendary hip hop mogul, who started practically the Harvard of hip hop, which was Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most memorable songs in history that you come to know and love, he administered and facilitated. You know what I mean? And he was the face behind the record label. Since then, the record label has gone through many changes and it's probably defunct. I don't quote me, but yes, they were a staple in the hip hop culture for a long time, and he's become very wealthy behind that, to the tune of maybe about probably 8 or 9 figures. You know what I mean? So that's who her father is, and then her mother is a mogul in her own right. Starting in fashion and in modeling and so on and so forth. You can Google them. You can Google her parents, both of them. You can Google her parents, and you'll just get a wave of all of those things. You know what I mean? So, who with a girl who's come up like this, if you go to the Hamptons, like. It's one thing to visit the Hamptons, but when you have your own house at the Hamptons, that's another ballgame. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for a girl who's been exposed to such wealth, you know what I'm saying? Who would be a suitor to her? Who in her age range would be a suitor to her? You see what I'm saying? She knows what she's doing. She knows. She's not being coerced. She's not being, whatever you want to call it. No, this is all in her own volition, on her own. You know what I'm saying? And she's legal. Now, like if I were Russell Simmons and this was my daughter, how would I feel, right? You know what I'm saying? First of all, if I'm Russell Simmons and that's my daughter, I wouldn't feel no way. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel no way. You know what I mean? I'd be like, damn, a chip off the old block, huh? Now, if it was me and my daughter, then yeah, I would feel away. If it was me particularly, I would feel away. You know what I mean? But if I was Russell Simmons, I wouldn't feel no way. You know what I mean? So us common peasant folk, we need to get over it. We need to get over it. She knows what it is. She knows what's up. Listen. Get it, yo. Get it. See, what people need to understand, men are opportunists, women are survivalists. You know what I'm saying? And when you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle and level of wealth, you know what I mean? You sacrifice certain things that the average person won't. And this this is not a sacrifice. this is like par for the course, for the bloodline that she comes from. This is generational wealth, I call it. This is legacy right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is keeping it in the family. Yeah. What you want her? You want her knocked up by a Pookie or a Ray Ray? You want her knocked up by some of these, by some of these rappers out here? That's what you want? You know what I'm saying? Who is she supposed to date? Who is she supposed to date? I mean, I ain't mad. I can't afford her. Shit. You know what I mean?